Good evening, everyone. Welcome to JIGS TV Weekly Go News. My name is Stanisław Frejlak. As every week, I am providing you with what happened in the Go world. And the biggest highlight of this week was the LG Cup, the LG Cup final. It was played in a best of three mode. And Kedzie, here you can see he's playing on a computer because he was facing Shin Min-jun from Korea, so they cannot meet. They played online, and the first game, as I reported last week, the first game was won by Kedzie, and certainly Kedzie hoped he can get the title. However, it was not that easy, and Shin Min-jun struck back. The second game, Shin Min-jun was taking white, and it was normal opening up to this move, very interesting move. I am not sure what it means. White is certainly looking for a moyo, but maybe this move has also another meaning. It seems it might serve as a ladder breaker for some ladders which might emerge after black attaches in white's corner. Anyway, the game continued in a more or less normal manner, and then it was interesting when white continued that shoulder hit and gave black a lot of territory, it seems, for a wall which can be used somehow, but Shin Min-jun was not only looking for the usage of this wall, and he was still also looking at the annoying stuff which can be done in the corner. Directly, white played this combination, after which it seems white is dead, but this ko is pretty annoying for black. Theoretically, black can just connect and white is still dead. But of course, such a shape is much more useful, much more annoying for black than if white just died without that I shape. So black tried to play this ko, but it was really not easy to keep it. And at one point, black just decided he needs to connect. And then after black connects, still white tries to use these stones somehow. So white played a move from the outside. And then the game proceeded. And I think the next very interesting moment of the game was when white was trying to manage the situation on the left and on the top, and also black was not completely safe with black's group on the left. So black found this nice Tesuji. It seems black is about to connect his groups. However, white didn't let black connect them, and white accepted this seemingly terrible result, a fully cut bamboo joint, for cutting black. And after that, black's group was in a big danger, in fact. So black was running, white was chasing black, and later in the game, white was still looking at the usage of these dead stones in the corner. Anyway, the game was still complex, still there was a ko, but it seems already white had an advantage, and in the end of the game, according to my counting, white had it was a close game on the board, so white had an advantage of a komi. And then the next game they played, again Shin Min-jun took white. I guess that they played different colors in the first and the second game, and then for the third game they again make nigiri to decide the color. And the next game, it looked a bit funny because it started with this joseki and then a symmetrical joseki on the other side. Later, black was attacking white on the right side, and white showed a nice technique to deal with the attack. Black decided to just build a framework on the right side, and the next move of white is really nice and really we can learn a lot from it. White just goes up, a very active way to completely get rid of the agi of the cut shape of white. And later, the next interesting moment of the game was when black decided to reduce white's framework on the left by playing this shoulder hit. And I guess many players at this moment would just decide to take what they could, but Shin Min-jun was not so attached to his own territory. He decided it's better to destroy the territory of Kedzia, and he created a group. The group lived, and then Black didn't have much points, but had a big wall. Black was trying to use it, and the game was very long and complicated. And in the end, Shin Min-jun had a 3.5 points advantage. So in the end, Shin Min-jun won. Shin Min-jun is right now ranked as number 3 or number 4 in Korea. Not sure about this. Anyway, this is the first international title Shin Min-jun wins, so congratulations. And for Kedzia, the loss was very bitter because Kedzia never won the LG Cup before. And also there was another thing. Kedzia, up to now, whenever he got into the final of an international competition, he won the final, but not this time. Congratulations to Shin Min-jun. He turned pro in 2012. The same as Shin Jin-so, number 1 in Korea, and Shin Min-jun is a student of Lee Se-dol. Let's see how he manages in the future. And now let's move to the news from Asiatic countries, from the Far East. First of all, we have the Kisei final match. Konorin, we can see Konorin on the photo, versus Yamayuta. In the third game, wow, the third game was really crazy, and Yama managed to win it, so he's leading 3-0. He needs only one more victory to keep the Kisei title, the most prestigious Japanese title, for 9 successive years. So it seems that Yama is really preparing for this specific tournament, and he manages to get to be in the best shape during these games. Let's take a look at the game of Yama versus Konorin. Yama was white. The game started with this modern Joseki after Black's pincer. White plays this Ogema, and it finishes just like a normal Joseki, but with an AB exchange. And then an interesting thing happened. White was playing this shoulder hit, and then Hane, counter Hane, and Black played elsewhere. I am not sure what is the meaning of this move, because for sure it let White get something on the left to get much stronger. However, Black accepted this, and later the game started to be pretty tense. It became a pretty dangerous fight after Black cut. I think really an interesting moment of the game is when Black plays this wedge and finds this Tesuji to connect the stones and capturing White's cutting stone, which means also that the White's group on the bottom is becoming very, very weak, and White, on the other hand, is making a double Ponnuki shape. So this is already very difficult to judge whose gain is bigger here. And then another swap happens when Black starts playing the Ko, and White is taking the profit in the upper right, and Black is taking back the Ponnukis in the center. So I am not sure who can know who is good in such exchanges. And later the very tense fight continued after Black cut White in the upper right. Of course, Black is thin here because White has many stones. White played as a co-threat. White is much stronger locally, but still Black managed to find a way to fight pretty hard, and it finished with a Ko. It is two-step Ko, if I am not mistaken. And in this Ko, Black managed to capture White's group on the bottom, but died with the group on the top. And also White got pretty a lot on the outside. And after a few moves, Black resigned. So in the end, the exchanges were good for Yama. Okay, this is it. And now let's take a look at the female Kisei title. So in the female Kisei title, there was Ueno Asami played Suzuki Ayumi, and I already see that I forgot about making the slide with their game, but still I want to take a look at their game because it was a very interesting one. And when Ueno Asami took the female Kisei title from Suzuki Ayumi, now it means that Ueno Asami and Fujisawa Rina are in possession of all the important female titles in Japanese Go scene. So Ueno Asami managed to strike back in that match. And let's take a look at their game. So sorry for not having a slide for this, but still I think the game is worth it. Suzuki Ayumi was taking black, and the game had a normal opening, and white played this move trying to enlarge the moyo. Black decided that, oh wait, this move is attacking a little bit, is putting some pressure on black, but maybe black can first crawl once, threatening a hane on the head of 3 stones, so surely white will answer, but no, white didn't answer, and this is how Ueno Asami played this game. Very powerful style. She just decided to continue her plan and attack black very severely and put a lot of pressure. It seemed that black was out, so black is not too bad, and now black played this move to also put some pressure on white, but then immediately a counter attack comes, a counter attack of Ueno Asami, and after this counter attack, a very interesting exchange was made. Black took a lot on the right side, but white cut off the group of black and had time to answer that crawl of black. Okay, so this was the beginning of the game, and then white continued to put pressure. White never agreed, for example, on just taking 2 stones and connecting the groups, because it would mean black wraps white from the outside. No, white is all the time going ahead. And after a few moves, another powerful cut by Ueno Asami happens, and it's very difficult for black. The ladder doesn't work. Black needs to run out with the group, but black was being chased, and then later, wait, this move, this wedge of white, shows that white is really putting as much pressure as possible. After that wedge, the group of black was cut off, and after quite a few moves, it finished just with 1 eye. Black still tried to put a bit of pressure on white. Maybe there is something after this T2 move. Maybe there is some way of making the second eye, or threatening that black cuts off the group of white. I am not sure what exactly was working there, but white just answered by capturing the stone on the outside, and in the end it meant that also the outside group of black got enclosed and apparently dead. So Ueno Asami really put the most power she could, and she didn't give a chance to her opponent. In Korea, a friendly match happened between the teacher and his disciple. I am not sure if you can recognize these 2 gentlemen. These are Cho Hun-hyun and Lee Chang-ho. So 2 legends of Korean Go. This friendly match was sponsored by Myung-in, and Myung-in, I am not sure what exactly is Myung-in, but for sure there is also a Myung-in national competition in Korea. Right now the preliminary stage of the 44th edition of Myung-in, not sure of which edition of Myung-in was finished, and there was also this nice friendly match. Lee Chang-ho and Cho Hun-hyun haven't played for a long time, and this time Lee Chang-ho, who took black, managed to kill a big dragon of his teacher. Big dragon in the middle. You can see it on the picture from the Korean TV. Alright, and now another title match has finished. The 13th Haiphong Cup. Xu Haohong was facing Jin Jingting. This is This is not being played in the mode of a title keeper and the challenger who needs to win the challenger deciding tournament. No, this was a normal knockout tournament, and these two players met in the final, which was played in the mode best of 3. And in the second game, which happened this week, in the second game, Xu Haohong took black stones, and I think that the game went pretty smoothly for Xu Haohong. I think he showed that he is just stronger in this game, at least from my impression. The game started with normal opening, and then this interesting move of white, threatening that white splits black stones, but black didn't play just a slow move on the third line connecting. No, black answered with this powerful knight's move, splitting white stones, and then white tried to use the aji in black's shape with this combination. So now white is looking at the cut and some continuation of an atari, but before white plays these cuts, white needs some supporting stones, so white tried to get supporting stones, but black didn't care. Black just secured the shape on the right, letting white get a profit on the top. And then another very interesting thing happened when black went into the corner. White chose this go down, rarely seen joseki, but it is a joseki, and then black went for a ko variation because black knew black has ko threats. So black chose a ko, and because black had so many ko threats, white couldn't play this ko very, very strongly, and in the end, white just finished getting this ko threat, and black made a very nice shape, double konnuki on the top. It's difficult for me to judge this result, but maybe for these players, they already knew who is better. Probably black is not bad. By getting such a powerful shape on the top. Anyway, judging from what happened later in the game, maybe black was already good, because later in the game, white decided to not let black make a territory on the right, so white was running out with the group, but because the group was so thin, black somehow super easily made it to create a territory on the left, and the territory was pretty big, and white resigned. Again, I think, according to my counting, this is an advantage of about, I don't know, 5 points, the advantage of black. The group isn't dead. The group of white isn't dead. White can make life like this, but apparently it's not enough to win the game. So this was the title match, 13th Haiphong Cup. Let's move to the news from the world. First of all, we have a news from North America. North American Go Federation has been established this week. This is a collaboration of the AGA, American Go Association, and CGA, Canadian Go Association. They now have this body which is above them both, and this is also supervising the professional system, which is also joined for the two countries, for Canada and the United States. And I think there are just these two associations being joined by the North American Go Federation, because already Mexico is, for example, playing in the PandaNet Latin American Go Championship, but I am not 100% sure. All right, and this is it about the world. And from Europe, we have two news. First news is about the professional league, which was being played over the course of a few months. The third season of the professional league, played on OGS. They play every Saturday and Sunday evening. And after the group stage was finished, there was a semi-final played between Pavol Lisi and Tanguy Le Calvet. Pavol won 2-1. So Pavel faced Ilya in the final. It was best of 5, and Ilya won 3-1. So Ilya is really doing well in the last couple of months. He is the current European champion, the winner of the European Grand Prix final, and now the winner of the Professional League. Also, after winning the European Grand Prix final, he was promoted to 4-dan professional. So he's really strong. The next professionals from Europe are 2-dan professional, and now Ilya is 4-dan. There was also the 5th round of the PandaNet European Team Go Championship played. In this round, Russia faced Ukraine, so two of the strongest teams played each other, and it was a tie, 2-2. After the 5th round, you can see in the table that Poland is on the 1st place, which I am very happy with, happy to see it. But it's not really easy for the Polish team, as we already played with the teams from the places from 6th to 10, and we will play now with the teams from the places from the 2nd to the 5th. So I think between these 5 teams, from the 1st to 5th, the real competition will happen. Who will be in the top 4? But not sure. Who knows? Maybe Romania and Israel have also still quite some chances to get into top 4. We will see in the upcoming rounds. And this is it about the news. Now let's move to the interview. As you remember from last week, there are quite a few online activities which are provided by many Go organizers. One of them was online Go Grenoble tournament, which was held this weekend. Just like every year, there was a tournament international of Go in Grenoble with a name of Tigre. This was online Go Grenoble, so it had a name of Ogre. And this tournament was won by Denis Karadaban, who is also the current French amateur champion. And the other of the online activities is the British Go Congress. Go Congress organized by the British Go Association, and we have an interview with the president of this association, Toby Manning, who can tell us more about this one. So let's listen.
Hello everybody, today I'm talking to Toby Manning. Toby Manning is the president of the British Go Association. Hello Tony.
Hello, guten Tag, Manja.
Thank you for talking German to me, although most of the viewers probably speak English. Okay, so actually the British Go Association was thinking, what can we do? There's the Corona times now. Nobody can meet out there. There's the lockdown. And it's just too sad that we can't play Go. So they saw also there are some online tournaments. So they want to do an online congress this year. Hello, can you tell us a little bit about that? That's so cool.
Okay, well, we regularly have our own British Go Congress in the first part of the year, usually around about Easter, but that won't happen this year because of coronavirus. So we decided to run an online Congress. Although it's happening over 2 weeks, most of the events are in the first week, and in particular a main tournament, which is over the first 2 weekends of the 3 weeks of the Congress.
Oh, wait, did you say tournaments? That is plural, right? So it means you have a lot of sub-tournaments. So what tournaments do you have?
That's correct. Well as the main tournament, which of course is 19 by 19. We also have a Rengo tournament for pairs, but they don't have to be male and female. We have a small board tournament, a 13 by 13 tournament, and we have some lectures as well being given on Tuesdays.
And, you know, I really would love to participate, but I also have to work during the week. So what possibilities do I have? So is it also suitable for me?
Well, the main tournaments are on there's 6 rounds, but they're on Saturdays and Sundays. So that shouldn't provide a problem. And most of the small tournaments are in the evenings. Now that's evenings UK time, so Central European time is an hour later than UK time, but that shouldn't provide a problem, although you might be a little late to bed.
I see. Okay, so I can afford both working and playing Go. Okay, that sounds great. And I saw that the registration fee is not that high, right? So it's something like £4. As a European, I can pay by PayPal or something, or how does it work?
That's correct. You can pay by PayPal or bank transfer, and £4, it's about €5. So it's really just covering administrative costs, but we're running it because we believe in supporting the Go community. We're not running it to make money.
Yeah, and then therefore it probably also means even for the main tournament in that Congress that you don't have a huge prize money, right?
No, we don't believe in huge prize money, because if you have large prize money, it benefits only the very strongest players, and everybody else is paying for that privilege of the strong players walking off with the prize money. And we don't really believe that that's in the spirit of Go. Also, of course, if you have large prize money, then you have more incentives to cheat, which is always going to be a problem with online Go.
And I saw, but there will be small prizes for people who win 5 or 4 wins. And of course, the winner will also get a small prize. And there will be also Matthäus teaching, so giving a lecture. So I think altogether, it's a nice thing what to do if you're anyway staying at home. So yeah,
that's right. And if you're interested in joining the Congress, then please go to www.britgo.org.
We always post a link.
Okay, you'll post the link. Okay, thank you very much. Yes.
So thank you very much for the interview today, Toby, and hope to speak to you another time. And bye-bye.
Okay, goodbye.
Thank you, Toby, for the interview. And I encourage everyone to join the British Go Congress. Let's move to the Tsumego section. In the double-digit Q category, Johannes Schwarz is really close to getting 75 points. I am very happy to see new participants as well as old participants of the Tsumego competition who stopped sending their problems being back. So we have also participants like this. Remember that your points are not gone. You can always start solving Tsumego again, get this good habit again, and whenever you manage to collect 75 points, you get a prize from the JIGS team. In the single digit Q category, Dieter Stender is also close to getting the prize. I think this week's problems were pretty difficult already. The easy one was very tricky. Maybe the sequence is not that long, but very, very tricky. And also in the done section, Philip and David are collecting quite a few points already. These are the new problems, so please send your solutions to us until next Sunday. And this is it for today. So see you next week at the same time at 8:30 p.m. on Monday. See you. Bye bye.